blow things apart the way I thought I might. So that we may end up seeing a sort of continuation of the trend. Crude hasn't really. It feels like it wants to drop lower, but tell you what, in gold beneath the low, sell a unit down there beneath the low somewhere around the 1601 area. I think we're gonna. I mean that's a strong move. So a sell unit down there. In terms of crude, I really want to see it get down there beneath that 10 area. Leave your stop in the euro. If we go back down there and get beneath that, the low from the number, then I think that there's probably a pretty good chance that we're going to continue lower. And in fact, it may be, the way the euro has been trading, it looks to me like we're down here in the lower part of the 20s, and we may want to continue going. If we do, okay, crude's starting to back off a little bit here. And down we come. Okay, beneath the low, sell unit at 05, sell unit at 05 in crude, sell unit at 05 in crude, just beneath the current low. We get filled. Okay, filled on that. Put a stop up at just about at 24. Stop up at 24 in crude. Stop up above at 24. Put it in. We got so much stuff going on here. If gold starts to move quickly, we're going to end up having our focus split all over the place. At this point, it's about halfway back. Hopefully, we won't see that again. So, excuse me. Yeah, gold's starting to pop up here. There's not pop, but it's starting to rise up a little bit more. It looks all corrective in gold, and likewise, this excursion higher in the euro is. It doesn't really look like it's a new move, a leg higher. Crude is sideways in this. Gold still holding beneath that. Crude drops down again. Okay, good. Crude drops down here again, and tell you what, bring your stop in crude down to 16. It's a little bit more palatable. Stop in crude down to 16. Oh, down here again. Okay, sell a second unit in crude down at sell a second unit at 83. Sell a second unit in crude down at 83. The euro starts to back off here some. Gold not really doing anything yet. Okay. Tell you what, bring your stop in crude. Bring your stop in crude down to break even right away. Bring your stop in crude down to break even right away. Stop in that unit in crude to break even. That way we're not hanging out there. Started off with an almost 20 tick stop, and it's come back. Euro's starting to back off again here. Well, this may be another leg here, folks. We may be getting another leg. We may end up getting another leg here in filled in crude. Okay, filled in crude. Bump your stop up to 2 units in crude, and tell you what, to bring it down to 01. Stop both units down to 01 in crude. Let's get 5 ticks on 2 units in crude. And I don't know. The initial drop off in crude with that the big sideways swings on that, and now breaking lower. We could. It seems like we could move a good deal lower here. This is coming. I mean, it is still kind of. Overall, I guess you'd say it's kind of choppy. Still, we're not getting any help from the euro, or gold at this point, though. So I'm a little. Tell you what, bring your stop in crude. Bring it all the way to break even right now. We may end up getting tagged. If we do, tough luck. But at least that way we're not hanging out on that. Crude starts to get. Okay, the offers are getting hit down here. We're sitting here a tick below. And there goes gold. Gold starts to drop down too. Gold. Crude lower. Crude lower. Great. And we may have a chance to get a third unit in place in crude. Wow. Good. Coming right down here by our... filled. We're filled in gold. Whoa, what was that? Filled in gold. Tell you what, folks, in gold, put your stop right at break even. Break even stop in gold right now. Whoa, down there. Whoa, in gold. Sell a second unit down there beneath the current low, down there at 93, just below 94, 3.8, whatever the heck that is. Okay, sell a second unit. Sell a second unit down there. If it goes down there and flies, oh man, look at crude. Ooh, wow, all the way down there. Well, that's way too. Man, this thing is blown through. Beneath the low in crude, enter a third unit in crude down there just beneath the low, down there in crude for a third unit. If we get back down there again, maybe wild. Check this thing out in gold. Gold is really hammered lower here. To bring it in gold, bring your stop to break even in gold. Stop in gold down to break even. Bring your stop down to break even. Better yet, bring your stop down to I'd say 97.5 or so. Bring your stop down to somewhere 4 or 5 ticks lower than in gold. It can come fly. This is a bull market in gold, and we are short. So always be aware when you are in the overall trend of a market, and you're the opposite direction. You got to be really careful, especially since central banks come into this market and buy like crazy. We may be. We've seen a good chunk of volume here, and actually, I'm kind of surprised. I mean, with this amount of volume, we're not even down 10 handles. Wow. Well, there may be a chance to wow, look at maybe a chance to get a third unit in place here in gold. Wow, we missed that. Crude just kept going. Crude just kept going. Man, maybe we should have been more focused on that. Tell you what, stop in crude. We got to bring that down a lot closer. We got to bring that stop down in crude. Tell you what, let's come on down to where we put the second unit on in crude, somewhere around there. So bring your stop. It's got to be above 80. Bring your stop down in crude down to 81, 82, somewhere in there, in the low 80s. And that way we've got a bit of we're okay. We just got filled in the euro. Sorry, folks, if I seem a little bit. I don't want to be frazzled about this. In the euro, okay, up in the euro, a stop I think around 75. If we come back up there, it's we're risking it's almost 20 ticks, and the euro is a larger tick size. Actually, it really should be probably up that 70. Tell you what, put up at 77. Stop up at 77 instead. So that way, if we're okay, we're filled in 3 markets. We sold the bloody low. Check this out in the euro, man. We sold the bloody low, the low tick. It came down beneath the low on the number by a tick. I left that order in there. I guess we probably could have done. Well, we probably with hindsight, maybe we should have sold. We should have waited for a new low to sell underneath it. In other words, come down, see how far it went, and then entered, rather than leaving this thing sitting in there for the last 15 minutes or so since the low on the number. Bloody hell. Well, hopefully we won't be ripping the profits out of everything else we've got to cover a loss in the euro. That's one of the issues about trading multiple markets simultaneously, is if you get 3 of them are losers and you got 1 winner. Well, you're 1 winner, but sometimes you get all of them to be winners. You never know, and sometimes they just simply balance out. You've worked real hard and end up with nothing. It on a number day like today, though, it typically you do get real money moves, which means the opportunity is generally better for. Look at the euro. Euro's starting to come back down. Euro's starting to come back down. Okay. I think what we're going to probably be able to do. We got a lower high in place. The question is, do we make a lower? Can we make a lower low? This is a higher low right now. If we do make a we do, and crude is coming back up here also. It's right up at that prior high. And there we are, trading 68. 69, damn. Okay, it may end up coming up and coming through us up here. Doggone it all. I thought that, well, you know, yeah, 74. Well, you know, we're just a few ticks away. You know, we got 10 ticks, and it starts to back off. Starts, oh man, it starts to drop away. Okay, tell you what, in crude, yeah, bring a stop in crude down to several ticks, you know, a few more ticks, just beneath 80. I don't think we're going to go back. Let's protect some of that down there. Holy smokes, look at that thing go. Look at that thing go. It is dropping away. Dropping away. Oh, there goes gold. Holy smokes. Holy smokes, there goes gold also. Gold's dropping down too. Okay, in gold. Tell you what, in gold, bring a stop down to, I don't know, stop down to 95.5. Bring a stop in gold down to around 95.5, somewhere between 95 and 95.5, somewhere in there. Oh, check that out. And the euro comes down, makes a new low. Oh, there goes crude. There goes crude. Bump your stop up in crude to a third unit in crude. Wow. Okay, third unit in crude down there. Okay, we're beneath. Okay, the euro breaks down. Ooh, bring your stop in the euro down. Stop in the euro down to, bring it down to around 61. Bring your stop in the euro down to 61. 61 down around there in the euro. And gold. Okay, sell a third unit underneath the low. Sell a third unit down. Oh, holy shit, too late. Look at that move in, wow, giant move down in gold, gigantic move down in gold, wow, that is huge, gigantic move down in gold. But in the euro, sell a second unit down here underneath the low in the euro. Sell a second unit underneath in the euro, right, you know, somewhere around 40, and now. Gold, we're going to have to be careful. We've slammed 10,000 on this move, and it's really not a big move for 10,000. This is buying. We got huge buying coming in on those algos up here. We don't want to give this up. We do not want to give this back, folks. Got a few units in place in here in gold. Whoa, check that out. Tell you what, in the euro, bring your stop to break even right now. Stop to break even in the euro. On that first unit. Wait a minute. Am I making a mistake on that? Tell you what, leave it where it is. That could be, you know, we can risk 4 ticks on that. We got a shitload. In gold, cover your position in gold. Just buy it back right now. Okay, so you're flat in, oh man, I mean, wow. Thousands. We just made a, okay, this gold is coming up. This is central bank buying, folks. This is what it looks like when they do this kind of stuff. This is what's going on. In crude, bring your stop down to 64. Stop down to 64 in crude. Okay, we're out in gold. Out in gold. Just look at this thing coming back up here in gold. Wow. Check that thing out, the way that has come back. Check that out, the way that's come all the way back. We probably should have covered once we got above the 85 area. You know, all that congestion that was there. I mean, just a massive amount of algo buying algo buying came in there. And check out that bid to offer there and that swarm of bots on that. And we came flying back up again. And this thing can come all the way back up again in gold. Good job. Great trade in gold. Now, in crude, you see how we've already come back and overlapped that 40 area? Not a particularly good sign. We got to stop in, though, protecting... you know, the third unit's underwater here, a few ticks, 7 ticks, 10 ticks, shit. But we got the first 2 units. We got a profit on the first 2 units and stop right there. Well, you know, I don't know. I don't want to give all this back. We've come right back up and tested that 51 area. Come all the way back up and tested that 51 area. And then, you know, that was being, as it was being pushed. Tell you what, bring your stop in crude down some more. Let's bring your stop in crude down to, shit, it's getting real close. Bring it down to double. Bring your stop in crude down to double. Real close. Well, real close. We may end up getting tagged on this right away, but we don't want to give back all we've made in this. And that last unit down there was not, that wasn't a very good sell. But that way, if it's double, we're only going to lose 15 ticks on that third unit, and that's, you know, it's gonna, that'll eat up. You know, we'll still have a profit on the second unit, good profit on the second unit, even though in spite of, and a pretty good profit on the first unit of over 50 ticks or so. So 50 ticks on the first unit. You know, the second unit, depending upon what size you're trading, is a reasonable. The third unit, however, is a loss. So don't really like that happening. Great. Oh, look at the move up in gold. Check this move out in gold. Look at how this sucker has come higher. It is really, this is going to tear everybody. Everybody who jumped onto that move in gold who is not out is going to end up getting jammed. And this is going to be the way gold is, in the, you know, going forward, folks. This is the way gold is going to be. It is going to tear everybody's eyeballs out. Going to tear everybody's eyeballs out as it goes up relentlessly, in spite of tens of thousands of contracts being shoved at it for the downside. It ain't going to go down. We got central bank buying in this, as well as other people who are starting to wake up to the fact that you know, the monetary system in terms of fiat currencies may not be around. You know, it just may not be the deal. Tell you what, you don't need in crude here. I don't know if we're going to go down here again. May end up wanting to just peel this stuff off. It's gotten, you know, okay, we're right up there to 54. Shoot, okay, we're right up where the stop is. Bloody hell. Well, I don't know. What I was about to say was, you might want to just go ahead and peel stuff off, but we're already right there. Well, you could end up avoiding a bad fill. Okay, wait, the euro's coming back down again here. Euro's coming back down again. Let's see. And it, what I was really thinking earlier was that it would be, the trade would really be in the euro. Okay, we're filled on the second unit in the euro. And it's filled on the second unit in the euro. Bump the stop up to 2 units and bring it down to, bring your stop in the euro. Tell you what, folks, bump your stop up in the euro. Bring it down to, you know, we're going to bring it all the way down to break even. Now, better yet, just above the recent high. Bring it down to, bring your stop in the euro down to just above the current high. And then that way, we're only risking a small amount. Only risking a small amount in that. Tell you what, what I want to do in the euro is I want to forget about it. I want to let it do what it wants. Tell you what, in the euro, bring your stop in the euro down to break even. We'll get a chance. I think we're going to get a chance in the euro to Well, if we get stopped out, tough luck. Too bad. But I think what we're going to want to do here is, if we can get another... See, we got lower lows and lower highs, and it can chop around a bit, come back up, and... Gosh, it might have been a mistake to have that. Maybe we should have the stop above the... Yeah, this is equivocation. This is not a good thing, folks. Okay, crude's backing off again. Great. Leave the stop in crude right there where you were. Maybe this is just going to be another move lower here. Okay, the euro breaks again. Okay, leave your stop there in the euro, right around break even. If you want to at this point, maybe even bring it down a tick or so. So that you've got a I'm making a mistake. I'm not sticking to my initial impulse, not impulse, but my initial intuition, and that's not a good sign. Leave your stop in the euro where it is, and let's just go with it right there around break even. Or if you still have it up there at double or 54, leave it there and we'll let it go, because my feel for the euro initially at least has been that it's going to go lower. Crude comes back up again. Crude comes back up. Yeah, this may be a move higher here. This may be a move up here that comes back up towards that prior high up in the mid 70s again. Well, we don't want to give back everything we've got in this thing, so it's fine. We'll get 20 odd ticks on 3 units, and the last unit being a loss, the third unit being a loss, eating into the profit of the second unit. But still, the first unit a good 50 tick profit, the second unit split because of the loss of the third unit. Great profit in gold. And maybe crude's going to keep us alive here. Maybe we'll keep coming, but maybe we'll come back down again. I don't know. We've been going sideways in this range now for 10 minutes, and so it may just be a sideways bit before it just decides to head lower again. And this is sort of a longish, congestive bit. Overall, we're down a lot since the last high yesterday afternoon, evening. And right back up there again. Right back up there again. A little double top. Euro looks like it wants to... Another new low in the euro. Okay, good. Another new low in the euro. Great. We're just going to try to forget about that. Somewhere lower here. I mean, I really don't want to be adding until we're beneath this 30 area, somewhere in the low 20s maybe. I think that otherwise it's we're going to end up with an average price that's too close, and we're not even. I mean, good grief, we're not even to. The day's just started. The euro can have a big move going lower in its. If we can survive this 123.5 area, the euro could have a big move going lower into the European close, which is still a few hours away. So I mean, we're half an hour off the number, and look at all this so far. It's very good. Great profit in gold. Still alive here in crude, trying to get this thing to go. If we can manage to get down here beneath this low, we'll get to the 84 level, and then we can back off quite a good bit more. Maybe we can, halfway back the entire move up from from the low, at last Friday. If we could manage to do that, or last Thursday, whenever the heck it was, I mean, that'd be down into the, right around 83 even or so, and I wouldn't mind having, 150 ticks on 3 units in crude. Okay, the euro, darn, gold is starting to drop down here again, and we do not have anything in place. I don't know if we want to play this or not. In gold, if we come back down and can manage to get through that low over there before, such a long ways away too from, I mean, that's way down there in the 2.5 area, It's 3 handles away from where. Tell you, if we get down there again, we're going to enter another unit. We will sell a unit underneath in gold down there at the somewhere around the 82 even area. If we get back down there again, and it might be one of these, you know, gigantic blasts. We're working our way lower down there for that now. That's what's happening. We are working the way lower down there for that. We're working our way lower on that, and it may mean that we're going to, you know, to end up. Do we want to sell in front of that? Maybe beneath that last, or rather the first low that we made on the bounce up. That's right there at the 84 even. Tell you what, folks, down there underneath at 83, let's see, 83 spot 3. 83 spot 3. Sell it in gold. Sell it, you know, down there at 83 spot 3. And if we, we just got, we just got filled in crude. Just got filled on this last move up. Crude's going to come up higher. It's going to come up above that. Well, good job. We made a good profit, 50 tick profit on the first unit, and you know, a third of that or so on the second unit, or actually less than that because of the loss on the third unit. With the first profit, that, you know, good profit we had in gold. Great job. We're ahead. You know, we're ahead a lot right already. This is a great morning already. If we have continuing activity throughout this day, it'll be sensational. Okay, the crude pops up some more there. Looks like the euro might come up, try to tag us. We want to try to hold on to this. My gut feel on the euro is that they're going to mark this thing down after the ramp upwards that was done, you know, and then the you know, on the number, and then the breaking it all down here again. So, you know, my gut feels that we're going to head more on that. So let's try to keep that in place. Good job. 2 great profits already for this. We got another one still in place. And we may end up getting filled on a fast move down in the euro. Check that out. That iceberg order that was there at the what was it, the 87 spot 1 area, I think, or so. That's there in gold. We may come down here, another fast move.